vision.
SeaWorld Orlando, the place Shamu calls home, and for a brief window in history, the place I called work. Man, it's kind of like coming back to review your own high school. It has good stuff to offer, but you were only here when you had to be, and it's weird to look at it as an outsider. Now, speaking as a former employee of this particular establishment, before we get into the tourism, let me explain some of the things you need to keep in mind before you enter the park. No, we don't have lids or straws for non-souvenir cups. It's for the safety of the animals. Yes, I know it says refills on your souvenir cups are just $1, but that doesn't include sales tax. You can cough up the extra couple of cents. And I don't set the prices. Yes, your joke about do you serve fried shamu is very funny and not one I've heard 50 times today already. The condiments are under the sign labeled condiments. The Shamu Stadium is the big one right behind you with all the Shamu signs. The only place in the park that serves burgers is the Spice Mill. No, we don't have the place with the free beer samples anymore because Anheuser-Busch doesn't own us anymore. I'm sorry you'll have to pay for the privilege of being drunk while your kids look at the dolphins. There, now you know how to keep employee annoyance to a minimum. You're still going to annoy them, aren't you? You're the worst. We already talked about the SeaWorld company when we talked about Busch Gardens. In addition to offering a shuttle service to Busch Gardens, because yes, I want to ride that smelly bus 2 hours to Tampa, SeaWorld has additional parks just across the street, including a very popular water park called Aquatica, which I never found the time to check out, and an exploration resort called Discovery Cove, which I couldn't afford even with my employee discount. So we'll just focus on the main SeaWorld park itself, your one-stop shop for exotic sea life like alligators. Sure won't find those anywhere else in Orlando. In addition to the apparently state-mandated gift shops, each and every attraction has an associated animal exhibit. In fact, some animal exhibits don't even have attractions with them. Come on, more aquariums than rides? It's almost as if SeaWorld's priorities aren't to specifically entertain me personally. SeaWorld also used to present water ski shows at Bayside Stadium, as demonstrated in that classic documentary Jaws 3D. You know, the one where sharks somehow swam from the ocean to Orlando. But then they built a bridge across the lake, so congratulations Legoland, you have a monopoly.
What the f*** is there to do at Legoland that you take these kids there every weekend?
Dude, water ski show.
Can I come with you?
Now the whole Bayside Stadium area is only open for special events. As an employee, I never complained that we had this customer-free walkway across the park, but it still doesn't make much sense from a traffic flow standpoint. It's just as efficient to have this walkway open and let customers walk here even if there's nothing to offer them. I don't know, I didn't design the place. And once again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Tomorrow we'll start things off right with a roller coaster, followed by animals, and then more animals. This had better be a really good roller coaster.